Hey, what's going on, tribe? Welcome to my channel. So, literally just finished the gym, and while I was doing a bit of cardio to finish up with, I don't know if it's a download or just my view on things. Like, one sec. You know the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child, yeah? Listen, I think that is 100% facts. The Western world has got it all wrong. Like, literally, the divide and conquer tactics goes so deep. Like I was saying about like I was saying about it takes a village to raise a child. Maybe it's because as a parent I'm kind of facing some difficulties with my daughter. Maybe this is where it's coming up, so I thought I would just express a bit, because I think it really does, and from my personal experience as well, growing up as well in the West, like in the Western world, you're kind of what's the word? You're basically kind of just, in a way, not left to your own devices, should I say, but obviously in like indigenous and in tribes and stuff, like they've got like a whole community, so everyone kind of looks after the child, or a child should I say, so everyone chips in, because in the Western world, like just analysis of like single parents and being parents, even like when I was in a relationship with my kid's mum, like you get the odd night off when people wanna babysit or whatever, but the majority of the time you're actually on your own doing it yourself. You're on yourselves, so you're tired, worn out, you might have your own stuff going on, and you still got to be a parent and shit. Even though we kind of not all of us, we made the decision of having children. Some people don't, so you got to be careful, because some people are bad-minded, and some people can trap you and all this other stuff. But man, it really, like, even in the Western world as well, like you get to a certain age and you're kind of just left to your own devices to a certain degree. For me personally, it felt, I don't know, I was like on the fast track growing up. I don't know, I was always, maybe it's because I'm an old soul, but I wanted to be more grown when I was young, so I was doing fucking grown shit when I was fucking like a teen, like 14, so that kind of sucked, but it was just a fast track. But so there's that periods of time that I've kind of skipped and missed out on, in a way. So it's like having to get older, mature, and then kind of backtracking to kind of rekindle some of the parts that you've lost, should I say, if that makes sense. But it's a bit weird, like soul fragmentation. Like reliving parts of your childhood and stuff that you've missed out on. But this video is more about it takes a community to actually raise a child, man, because it's a lot. And for like single parents out there that don't get no help at all, it's going to be difficult, man. I'm talking about men and females, because there's not just female, like there are men out there, like men go through shit, and men don't get recognized for shit that they're going through, and this isn't a worldwide thing, not just being parents, like men struggle as well, you know, like with mental health, physical problems, like yeah, men suffer in silence, and there's more help for women than men out there. Like if you're a single man trying to get your own house in London or England, it's not happening. Not cancelled anyway. But for a female, if you get pregnant, whether you're with the kid's dad or not, you're gonna get a house. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just a bit mad. But yeah, like I was saying before, about it takes a community to raise a child. I think that's 100% right. From my view on things, like the whole divide and conquer thing, like, and community, like literally there's little to very few communities in the West, yeah? Like you should be able to go to your neighbor and ask your neighbor to lend you a hand. Like if you need, I don't know, sugar, or needed something, just, I don't know, a hand or something, yeah? You should be able to go and ask your neighbor for help. Even it says it in the Bible, love thy neighbor, yeah? But like you don't really, you don't really see much community at all. You see very bits and pieces, like, but not like, I don't know, maybe it's just like a past life that's coming back to me, like, or just view, the whole view on tribes and indigenous, because I'm very drawn to them. Like even I'm trying to go all holistic and stuff. Also that's like all tribal and stuff as well, man. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I think it's very noticeable, man. It's very noticeable. But yeah, with the what's it called? With the community taking helping raise the child, the elders and the elders of the community, they will have more experience and advice to give on raising a child, yeah? Because I'm not saying no parent, like parenting doesn't come with a manual, yeah? So parenting isn't easy, and whatever, I don't know, say for instance, you could have because I kind of noticed this, and somewhat, but agree to disagree. Like you might have one like grandparent giving advice, and then you might have, all right, let's just use it as an example. You may have my mum giving me advice on how to raise a child, and then you may have my kid's mum's mum giving her advice on how to raise a child. So then you're both trying to work together with different advice, trying to raise a child with different views, if that makes sense. So it kind of it's about agreeing to disagree. But obviously with more outside help, more advice, more help and more outside advice from like more community living, you would get more insight. How's it going? Yeah, right? Sorry about that. Just saw my niece. So yeah, like even saying raising children, like just see my niece and that, and she's not a blood niece, but like I've been there. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's very important, man. And to build a community, you need to be a part of the community, right? So this is something that I'm trying to figure out ways of starting, like, I don't know, sounds weird, like a spiritual community or something in general, just to bring people together, because everyone's just at different places in their journey, and everyone is dealing with different stuff. Like I keep saying, everyone has been through shit, and everyone is going through shit and that. Yeah, literally the sun's starting to come out and start beaming and that when I'm doing the video and that. So yeah, thank you, Ra. But so yeah, man, it's yeah, being a parent ain't easy, and when you're a young parent at that as well, it makes it even more challenging. Yeah, it makes it more challenging because you're still trying to grow as well. So I keep telling my son as well, like, yeah, like I'm still growing and changing and evolving, and yeah, I'm literally learning as well, like you're learning and growing and shit. But it's interesting from being a young parent because you're growing with them, if that makes sense. You know, if you're an older parent, you're kind of literally raising them in a way, yeah, raising them to a certain degree. But when you're a young parent, you're literally growing with them. So things that I like and dislike will change, and things that my kids like and dislike will change as well. Both my son and daughter, but it's so funny because they're both two different characters. Like my son's more introverted, I would say, but he's coming more out of his shell now, and my daughter's more extroverted. It's so funny, like dealing with them. It's like, yes, even learning how to deal with two different personalities because they're two different children is interesting. It's interesting, and it's a journey in itself, man. It is really a journey in itself. But yeah, man, we need to come more together in general as a community, because yeah, doing the whole single lone wolf thing is yeah, not many people. You get the odd few that get far being a lone wolf and all that, yeah, but it takes a tribe to get you'll survive longer, yeah, in a tribe, if that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like when words getting all mumbled and shit. Is it Mercury retrograde? I don't know, man. It's all a bit mad. But even like survival, like if you're in the wilderness and there's more of you, you'll survive longer than being on your own. So it kind of it's it's the same kind of thing, like the whole kind of survival thing. But I think we're eventually going back to the tribal days. I feel like even money is losing its value, and that's going to be gone soon. So yeah, bartering is going to come back. So I think so. I don't know, man. This is interesting because shit is just growing, shit's just changing, and we just got to kind of just go with it. Yeah, we just got to go with it. But where was I going with that? Yeah, things are just changing on an energetic level and externally. So it's all looking chaotic externally on the material plane, but on the energetic plane, everything is how it should be, you know. And yeah, things have got to, what's the word, fall apart to then come back together better. So yeah, we're watching the collapse of Rome again. But this time, this time we're gonna see it be rebuilt differently. It's a whole new world. Like even I was talking to my son yesterday, and he was talking about the world, like we're kind of at the point of no return, you know. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like because he's like, oh yeah, because we're damaging the planet and this and that, and I'm like, this is true, but for the old world, like the old world is non-sustainable. So this is why we're laying the foundations for the new to be built now, because the way, I don't know, man. Yeah, but yeah, it does take a community to raise a child, raise a child. That's why we're seeing a lot of grown children. Because in certain areas I still feel underdeveloped, like even communication, communicating, and it also depends who's on the same vibration as you as well, because trying to communicate with people that are not on the same vibration as you would be, is difficult anyway. But yeah, certain areas I feel underdeveloped in, you know. Maybe that's from growing up in a single parent household, so that has an effect on your growth as well. So yeah, like I'm saying, and yeah, things will start to show the older you get when you're trying to work through stuff and you're trying to understand yourself. Well, when you're starting to understand yourself better, like, why do I do this? Why are certain things? And it's because you're missing certain pieces from growing up. Like, I don't know, so like, yeah, it takes a community. It takes a community, because then you get, even if your parent isn't there, you're still going to get influenced by a male role model. Doesn't have to be your parent, but you would have an elder to look up to and to give you wisdom from a masculine side, and you would get influenced by the feminine side as well. But in the West, you're kind of left to your own devices. Like, yeah, you as soon as you get raised until you hit a certain age, 18, and then when you hit 18, you're just left and out to the world you go, kind of thing. That's how it feels, and it's like raw. Like, there ain't no there ain't no kind of like what was it, like celebration. There is a little celebration for reaching adulthood, but yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, like, yeah, I'm missing the tribe. Maybe this is a past life thing. I'm missing it. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that was just a little quick video about the West and raising children now. If you like the video, you guys already know what to do, and I'm going to hit you guys up real soon with another video anyway. Peace, love and light, tribe.